we're going to do topic 8-3, which is on verifying inverses. So our first question is f of x equals 1 over x plus 1, and g of x equals 1 minus x over x. So in order to verify that these two functions are inverses, we need to make sure that f of g of x equals x and that g of f of x also equals x. So in order to do that, we'll start with f of g of x equals 1 over x, which we substitute for this, so 1 minus x over x plus 1. The first thing we need to make sure here is that we have common denominators, and so we do times x because this is the common denominator, and over here times x. This allows us to do the squish method. You can go directly to it, cross it out, and you're left with x over 1 minus x plus x. So you can go ahead and cancel these x's out, and you are left with f of g of x equals x. So we're good here. This does equals x, and now we have to check this one. So we do the same procedure. G of f of x equals 1 minus this. We substitute x plus 1 over, again, x, so x plus 1. We need to make sure we have common denominators, in this case x plus 1, so times x plus 1 times x plus 1, and we're right here, and this cross out, and we are left with x plus 1 minus 1 over 1. These cancel, and we are left with g of f of x equals x. So since these two are equals to x, we know that these functions are definitely inverse. Okay, so moving on to graphing. First, they give us here our function, and they are asking to graph it. So a very easy way to do it is to find the horizontal asymptote. In this case, it would be e to c because exponents are the same, so you divide the coefficient, which is 3, left with 3, and your vertical asymptote over here, which is clearly -1. So you can go ahead and put that over here. Horizontal asymptote went 3 about here, and vertical asymptote -1 right about here. So in order to find our x and y intercepts, we have to first, to get the x-intercept, set it all equals to 0, 3x minus 2, and you get 2 equals 3x, which would leave you with x equals 2 over 3. That's approximately over here somewhere. And to get the y-intercept, you substitute the x values with 0. So 3, 0 minus 2 over 0 plus 1. You get -2 over 1. So that would be somewhere over here. Over here. I'm confused of line. So this is your vertical asymptote, so somewhere over here. So you are left with this kind of thing. And then they ask you for the domain of the inverse. So the very easy way to do it is, you know that the range of the actual function is the domain of the inverse. So you go ahead and check here. So this would be, x cannot equals 3. And then this would be y cannot be equal to -1. The same goes for your vertical asymptote and your horizontal asymptote. You just switch them because they're inverses. So it would be x equals 3, y equals -1. And right here, they're asking you for f of inverse, so f of -1, of 2. So here, since this is inverse, you would have to make this your f of x. So this would be 2 equals, so you substitute here, and you go ahead 3x minus 2 over x plus 1. This would give you 2x plus 2. Well, first you need to get this over here, so multiply this to get rid of this, which is why you distribute over here and get 2x plus 2 equals 3x minus 2. And then you are left with x equals 4. Now here you go. You have your answer. Thank you.